what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King and welcome to a brand new squad builder series on my channel called That Pack Luck. Now the basis for this series is this. Say you just packed a sick player. In this case we're going to be going with Eden Hazard. You can see him on screen now. There he is. First owner Eden Hazard. I just packed him myself. I haven't even played a game with him yet. And you want to build a squad around this player. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building two squads. The first squad is going to be a cheaper 10 to 15,000 coin squad. For those of you that don't have that many coins to throw at the game, believe me, I understand how that feels. And we're going to be playing some games with that cheaper squad and seeing how they perform. Then we're going to be coming back and building the best possible squad around this player. It's going to be an absolutely incredible squad. High rated players, very, very expensive players, and seeing how well they perform. It's going to be a whole lot of fun playing with that team. But without further ado, let's jump in to the cheaper squad first. Alright, so here it is, the 10,000 coin squad built around Eden Hazard. Let's quickly run through the starting 11. It's going to be Handanovic in goal, who's actually quite an exceptional keeper. Across the back, it's going to be Santon, Rojo, Campagnaro, and DeSiglio. The midfield's going to be Dries Mertens, Dembele next to his teammate Paulinho. And then it's going to be Hazard, Welbeck, and Walcott up top. Now, if you wanted to switch some people out, you certainly can do. The biggest one would be to put Lukaku up top instead of Welbeck. And if you move Theo Walcott to right forward and put Lukaku in there, Welbeck is going to be playing on like 6 or 7 chemistry, not exactly what you want. You could throw Morales up there instead of Walcott and pair him with Lukaku. An absolutely excellent option, but obviously everyone knows that Walcott's overpowered. So we're going to be rolling with him up there, and I'm going to make the slight concession and throw Welbeck in at striker. I do prefer Lukaku up there, but Welbeck is semi-decent. I mean, he's not the best, but we'll see how it gets on. At some point, I very may well throw Lukaku up there with Kevin Morales and see how that works. But for now, this is the starting 11 we're going to go with. So let's jump into some games. Alright guys, so as always, I'll be playing the Team of the Week on Legendary to test out the teams that I've built. And unfortunately for me this week, the Team of the Week is absolutely elite. Look at that squad. Pogba, Rakitic, Cazorla, Costa. Holy shit, this is a freaking nightmare. This might be easier with the best possible squad that I'll be playing with later. This team might not do so well against them, but let's jump in and see how we do. Okay, so for the first game, I'm not going to lie, it was a struggle. I only won 2-0. You can see right here, Hazard's about to net my first goal in the 30th minute with some great individual play. Honestly, the problems were Welbeck up top just did not finish his opportunities. He had so many chances and just did not finish them. I was getting so frustrated with him. I finally did get a goal for him right here. He scored the second and final goal in the 70th minute. And honestly, Walcott was nowhere to be found out wide right. It was kind of surprising how lost he was in that game. So for the second game, I did make some changes. I brought in Lukaku and Morales, that Everton pairing up top, to change things up and hopefully get those two more involved and just finish some more chances. I brought in Nainggolan in the midfield actually halfway through that first game because Mertens was getting murdered on defense. I mean, he was just out of position all the time and I couldn't leave him in there. So I did bring in Nainggolan. He really shored up that midfield and they were a monster in the second half. And that defense really saved my ass a lot in that game. That defense is really good. I am going to bring in Caballero for the second game. Handanovic was good, but he did let up a really easy chance. He actually let the ball just roll right by him. A really slow rolling ball, didn't even move. And Rojo luckily bailed him out and slid in and tackled it off and kicked it off the line. So I'm going to bring in Caballero and give him a shot. He actually gives Rojo 10 chemistry now, so that's a little bit of an improvement. So let's jump into the second game and see how this team did. Alright, so the second game went a lot better than the first, as you're about to see Paulinho kick the scoring off for me right here in the 40th minute. So the first half was a bit of a struggle. Hazard got my second goal shortly before halftime right here. The answer up top is not Lukaku, actually. He is so unbelievably slow. I don't care what it says his speed stat is. His acceleration is in the trash. I mean, he is unbelievably slow when you try to get him going. I did actually get him on the board with a goal. As you can see, Morales put the ball across the box and Lukaku finished it. Morales was much better on the right wing than Walcott was, but after that goal from Lukaku, I brought Walcott on in the striker position, and that was the answer. Walcott up top with Morales and Hazard is an unbelievable combination. Walcott ended up scoring 2 goals in quick succession after bringing him on, as you're about to see him score his second one right here. And then he actually got played Morales in, and Morales got himself a goal as well. And I won this game 6-0. This game was so much better than the first, and I really do like this team. The defense is solid. The midfield, once I brought Nainggolan in, was a brick wall. I mean, there was no getting past them. And even if they did, like I said, the defense was incredible. So, this team really, really impressed me a lot. And for only 10,000 coins, I don't think there's a better value out there. I really enjoy playing with this team. But this is just a 10,000 coin squad. And I didn't give up a goal in 2 games, and I kicked the crap out of them on Legendary. I may have to bump the next one up to Ultimate. That is how good the next squad is. So without further ado, let's take a look at the best possible squad built around Eden Hazard. Oh yes, just take a second and look at what I have built here. You have to respect what you're seeing on screen now. This is the best possible team built around Eden Hazard, in my opinion, of course. Let's run through the starting 11 real quick, and then I'll tell you about some changes you could make if you wanted to. In the back, it's going to be Diego Lopez. In defense, across the back, it's Alba in left back position, Ramos and Chiellini in the center back positions, and Lichtsteiner in the right back spot. Yes, he's a right mid. I'll get to that in just a second. Across the midfield, it's going to be Vidal, Carlos Tevez sliding back into the center attacking mid position, and then Cesc Fabregas rounding out the midfield. Up top, it's going to be Eden Hazard with Kun Agüero and Sanchez. Oh my god, this team is so freaking powerful. And you got pace up top again with 88 from Sanchez, 88 from Agüero, 89 from Hazard. The passing is so good out of the midfield with Fabregas and even Vidal. And you know what? Tevez even has 78 passing. Not that he likes to pass all that often, but he can do it if he wants to. Alright, so for any upgrades you want to make to this squad, a lot of people in this side have informs. Ramos in particular at the center back spot has an absolutely insane man of the match cards if you're looking to throw millions of coins at this thing. The one I would say that is worth getting is actually the right back Lichtsteiner. His inform converts him to the right back spot and gets him up to 10 chemistry, which is kind of helpful. I'm fine with him on 7 chem for this team, but if you're going to use him on a consistent basis in a lot of teams like I do, I would actually consider going and getting that inform. You can get it for about 70,000 coins on Xbox, and it's worth every penny. He's by far the best right back in Serie A with that inform, and it's not even close. But this is the squad we're going to be rolling with, guys. It is crazy good. Pace, skill, defense, passing, it's got it all. Let's jump in and play some more Team of the Week games on Legendary. Alright guys, so considering I kicked the crap out of the Team of the Week with the 10k squad, I don't believe they're really worth the time of my super squad here. So what we're going to be doing is rolling over back to the Legends teams, the Legend challenges, and going back to the very first one put out in FIFA 15, and we're going to be playing this team right here. Holy shit, this is much more fair competition right here. Let's jump in and see if we can get a win against these Legends. Alright, so after the first game, I don't really know what to tell you other than we did win the game 3-1, but just like the 10k squad, the striker position was kind of irrelevant. I mean, Agüero was just non-existent the entire game. My 3 goals came from Fabregas, Hazard right here, you're about to see him put the second one in, and then Sanchez scored one late in the game. We did give up a goal, as you're about to see right here. It's from a weird angle, a tight angle, kind of a fluky goal, not really too worried about it. But before the second game, we'll jump in and see what kind of adjustments we can make and maybe some upgrades to some positions to see if we can't get a little bit more going forward. And I think I will jump back to the Team of the Week so we can get a better gauge of how these two teams compare to one another. Alright guys, so for the second game, we're going to have to make a small change because I was an idiot and got Cesc Fabregas sent off and now he is suspended for the next game. So, in place of Jordi Alba for chemistry reasons, we're going to have to bring in Azpilicueta. Thank God he's a Spaniard too and he links up with Ramos. In place of Cesc Fabregas, we're going to bring in Xavi, and then just to see what else we can change up and maybe it's more going forward, we're going to bring in Di Maria in the midfield in place of Tevez, and then Diego Costa up top instead of Agüero. I did really like Agüero up top, so I may bring him back at some point, but I wanted to see what Costa and Di Maria could give us going through the middle. Alright guys, so if it's at all possible, the second game actually went worse than the first one. It's tied 0-0 right here in the 68th minute when I gave up this penalty, and when Costa took this home, I thought for sure I was going to lose this game. I mean, I just hadn't had very many scoring opportunities up to that point, and when they got the goal, I thought it was over. But Vidal got me on the board right here in the 78th minute with a great run and tucking the shot home. I had to make some substitutions during this game. I took out Costa because, again, the striker position was just irrelevant, and brought back Aguero for him. I took out Sanchez on the right side and brought in Cuadrado, and Cuadrado was actually a vast improvement over Sanchez. He was much more involved in the game. And I took out Xavi in the midfield for Oscar. You saw Oscar drag Corzola down for that penalty, but Oscar overall was better than Xavi was. Xavi was just terrible. I would not endorse him at all in any formation. But this was the team I had on the field at the end of the game that got me those 3 goals, and really the only substitutions I would make to this team to make it my starting 11 would be to bring Fabregas back in the midfield in place of Oscar. I really do like Fabregas in that spot. And then Jordi Alba back in place of Azpilicueta. Alba's just a better option back there. But that would be my starting 11 for the Super Squad. But with the price tag that's associated with this team and these players, I actually recommend building the 10K team instead. They're more fun to play with, they're way cheaper, and the results speak for themselves. I scored 6 goals in one game with the 10K squad, and 3 of those goals came after the 70th minute when I brought Walcott in at striker. God only knows how many goals I would have scored if I had had Walcott up top for the entire 90 minutes. So the 10K squad gets my seal of approval for the best team built around Eden Hazard. Go give them a try if you don't believe me. I guarantee you'll have a lot of fun playing with this team. I know they're not very intimidating to look at, but they get the job done. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. And I will catch you guys next time. See ya.